All right. Session 7. Can you believe it?
No.
Let's. All
Yes.
right.
Just move away.
Let's sound off. Everett.
Here in prison.
He is. Carl.
Oh.
Oh, that was good. Ferris. Also known as Pascal.
Bonjour.
Yeah, that works. Billiam.
Why do they call it oven when you oven the cold food? I've hot eat the food.
Oh, that was good. I was curious to see if you'd make it. And me. All right.
You.
Yeah. So where's my notes? So today's session is going to be interesting because I have notes, but all I was able to do is assume what you guys are going to do, and if you go off the notes, then I'm gonna have to go crazy. So
Such is
don't-
the GM way.
yeah, where's my notes? Session 7. That is my job. My job is to be blindsided by you guys.
You're very good at it too.
I don't know. You guys haven't done anything crazy yet.
We ate the
You ate the
reporter's
notes. Yeah, that was funny. Alright. Let's go ahead and kick this puppy off. Everyone's here. You put music on. Alright. Last we left off... Magpie's helping, by the way. Last we left off, our intrepid heroes bravely dived into a burning building to save Pritchett, the leader of the Printers Guild, from our friends. We got Black Eye, the Fletchinder, Adelaide, and Boone. It was Boone, right? Yes, Boone was that one. After the battle, Pritchett, Black Eye, and Boone were all taken to the hospital. Adelaide slipped off unnoticed, and the gang met Washington, the leader of the... what's a cute cactus you're drawing? The leader of the firefighters. They also met Derek, one of the senior rangers, who gave the four, specifically Pascal, a little amulet with the ranger symbol on it, and bade them to come to Lawson to try and join the guild. They sent you off to get some much needed rest. So I assume very tiredly you guys came back to the Frosty Lass.
Yes.
And zonked out on your beds. So now, the elephant in the room... Not really the elephant in the room. Carl has promised to wake up early to help at Jollibee's with Dipper. Does Carl honor this agreement, or does Carl sleep?
Yes.
Oh.
Carl does wake up early.
You are quite used to getting up early, I would imagine, being a chef. Even though... So, you guys got a pretty good chunk of sleep before being woken up. So let me go through y'all's character sheets and make sure you are healed accordingly, unless you all are already healed. Carl...
Not Everett.
Open my sheet. That's a good idea.
Alright, Carl...
Everett was up the entire time.
Yeah, that's true.
Before...
Everett needs some sleepies. That's okay, though. So Carl has lost only 3 HP.
Yeah.
That's very good for you. So I would say you definitely slept at least an hour, so I'll heal you up full. Alright. Also, this is going to be a session where I have not made any new maps, so we're just gonna spend a lot of time on the overworld.
Love the overworld.
Alright. Let me get rid of these tiles. So I have... so I guess Carl, do you want to roleplay yourself getting up and going to work?
Um, let's see. Let's see. What time did they get back? And then what time does he need to be up at? Just so I have that mental
You
image.
guys got back at around 3 in the morning, and Carl, you probably got up at around 5:30 in the morning.
Okay. Yeah. Sir Carl, wait, how would he? Is there alarms? How would he wake up?
I think you could reasonably say either that your internal clock is pretty good at waking up at 5:30 just kind of every morning,
Oh, okay.
or I guess you could say you paid a boy to throw a rock at your window when it was time. I think that's how they did alarms back then. A little pebble.
Yeah. Okay, that works.
Pick your favorite.
Yeah, we're gonna do rock.
Pachink.
Trevor's goes, all right. Egg.
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 Sounded like you said egg. Sorry.
Oh.
I didn't pull you all to the overworld map.
It-
All right. The Frosty Lass is dark, of course. Nobody else is awake. All the lanterns are dimmed. It's just you in your kitchen nook, having been awakened by a small rock tapping your window.
Carl looks out the window, sees the boy, and it's like, just like what? Yeah, first like what? Oh yeah,
Alarm boy.
and then just like kind of quickly gets himself ready, and then heads over to Jollibee's.
Alright.
Just kind of like rolling around not rolling around, but just like wandering around the kitchen aimlessly for a little bit, just like, right.
Work.
right. I have the other job now.
Alright. I'm going to... You guys can kind of see Archie over here, but I'm going to pull it... that's not the right token. Hold on. I don't know what happened. For some reason, I can't edit token... Oh, I broke things. What happened? I broke... something has broken with... I can edit prototype tokens in Foundry, but I can't edit normal tokens. It just, like, crashes everything, so I have to refresh.
Maybe we shouldn't like try to update this Foundry version anymore once we get it all working.
What if I never get it working?
Probably still just don't update Foundry and stay on version 13 or whatever they're calling it.
12. Did you have to say something, Ferris?
Yes. By the late 1870s to mid 1880s, mechanical alarm clocks became popular and common.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you probably... I mean, there's a clock in the bar. It could have, like, chimed or something, too.
That works.
I was just thinking a lot about the boys who would go around throwing little pebbles at windows to wake people up. Because I think that's really funny imagery.
We're gonna say that Carl still did that anyway,
Yeah.
because it's fun.
Alright. I've made sprites for a lot of characters, but I haven't sized them properly, so they're a little small. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It's okay.
But I show players. This is Dipper. I've decided to make they're still an applin, but they're not in an apple. They're in a watermelon, which just looks like an apple. Yes, Meg.
I like that.
He's got his little chef hat on too. So I guess you all have to close it out manually. I shouldn't do that too frequently because it's hard to close out of things on the camera. There we go. All right.
Can you like exclude the camera from showing things to people somehow? I don't know.
Well, I want
Well, then the camera wouldn't see.
I do want the recordings to be able to see my beautiful sprite work.
That's fair.
Hi, Magpie. All right, Carl, you arrive at a darkened Jollibee's along the docks. You hear the ship what am I trying to say? You hear water lapping against the flood walls and the docks. It's pretty empty, all things considered. You would maybe find it odd that it is empty, given that typically fishermen and such are out early in the morning, but right now there's not a lot going on. But it is dark, and the storefront is dark. What do you do?
Well, Trixie would try the door.
The door is unfortunately locked.
Uh-oh. Who would... I forget, is this like... Can I like walk around it, or is it like wall to wall with something else?
It is on both sides. It's a pretty small shop. It's only like 15 paces wide, and there are buildings on both sides.
Okay. So... Hmm. Carl wasn't given a key or anything, right?
Carl was not given a key, actually. It was, or I don't think you were given a key. I don't think I had that sort of foresight.
I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't forgetting something really, really simple.
You hear kind of a small thumping noise, a rhythmic thump, 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 and you see Dipper hopping towards the door, and then he kind of jumps into the doorknob with his head, and it seems to clap and open up.
How'd you do that?
I just jumped. It's very difficult.
You could jump and open doors?
Well, it's just a little. It's a handle. If it was a knob, we would have been screwed. He is very chipper for it being 5:30 in the morning. I'm gonna learn how to cook. You're gonna teach me how to cook, Carl.
Yeah.
Or should I say chef?
Great.
Yes, chef.
I don't think we need to be that horrible for now, but I appreciate the enthusiasm.
I've read in the books that they say yes, chef. I'm gonna say yes, chef, but you don't have to.
What is the book? What's that book called?
It's 1001 recipes from beyond the ocean.
I thought you were gonna say something like the Earth sign.
I should have. That would have been funny. I forgot what the Earth sign. I didn't. It doesn't matter. I didn't realize it was a book. Or I should have.
I don't know if it was a book. I just know it's a show called the Bear.
Sorry, it's a book called Hell's Kitchen. All right. Dipper hops over to the kitchen.
And Carl will follow.
All right.
Gotta look around at the dark, empty shop.
Boop, boop, boop. The kitchen already has a little fire going. It is pretty light in there. Although the shop is still dark. Dipper leads you over to a group of supplies, a variety of flour, eggs, sugar, berries, almost anything you could do to need to make pastries. He says, "All right, Carl, what's first?"
I forget,
And
does Carl know how to make pastries?
I think that's a you question,
Oh,
or a
shoot.
you answer.
Um. Uh-oh. This rule would require me, CJ, to know how to make pastries, and I don't.
No, it's okay. So we're gonna play the mini game.
Oh, the mini game.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, the mini
Mini
game.
game.
we're playing the PTU, the food making mini game.
All right.
All right. So the rules are gonna be, all right, and it might be easier for on you, CJ, if you can pop open the rules in PTU. So there are 6 varieties of ingredients. Each of them have a corresponding dice. It's in the PTU chat. It says cooking mini game in big letters
In the Discord.
in the
Got it.
Discord. Sorry, I should maybe make it a note, but that's okay. All right, so there's 6 types of ingredients. There's oils, herbs, sweets, and spices, which are D4. Grains, starches, and nuts, which are D6. Produce and preservatives, which are D8. Dairy is a D10. Meat is a D12, and special items are a D20. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna tell me what vague sort of idea you have for something you want to cook, and you're gonna say the ingredients you're gonna use to make it so, and then those dice you're going to roll.
Okay.
And the fate of your rolls will determine how good of a pastry chef you are today, at least.
All right.
So does Foundry have a way to roll dice without adding them up? I guess it doesn't really matter. That's okay. All right. So what are you cooking?
What do you? He'll ask like, what is what is like the most popular thing?
Definitely the kalashi.
All right, we'll start there then.
All right.
I don't know what the ingredients for kolache
It's like a dough with a fruit filling inside. So I
Got
think
it.
you could say, nuts. I think you could say a produce and a sweet spices and a dairy. That would be a good option in that case.
All right.
But it's totally up to you. You could make a meat kalashi if you want.
We'll do the not meat first.
Okay. And it might be. Do you have physical dice actually?
I do.
It might be easier to do physical dice. But you'll have to tell us what you have or something.
Yeah.
Whoa. Nice 4D
Whoa.
2069 bill. It's
I don't know why that didn't do the thing that it was supposed to have. That's weird. Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna.
Because I put double brackets around the amount that I wanted it to roll.
Oh, Magpie's scared because I grabbed a pencil.
All right. Where are my dice?
So dumb.
Oh, there they are.
It's okay,
Got it.
because I could really use the desk space right now. I was hopeful the little Lego tabby, or the little Lego tuxedo cat would scare her off, but it did not.
What am I rolling?
So, roll a d4, a d6, a d8, and a d10.
Okay, let me get out one of each of those. Is this a D10 or this is a D10? I always get confused at first if like, is this a D10 or a D12?
The d10s, I don't even know if I have a pure d10. I think I've got
Only
a
percentiles.
a percentile, yeah.
So it's
I would think
D10.
for the purpose of the
D4.
game, if you do roll a percentile, you would add 1 to whatever you get.
Yeah.
Just
So it's 10, 4, and 6.
4, 6, 8, 10.
Oh, I need an 8.
If you need me
Okay.
to roll something, I can.
I got it. I got them all.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what order, or just roll them all at the same time.
All at the same time.
All right.
Hold on, let me get my. Oh, I have notepad ready.
All right. On the 4, I rolled a 2.
2. Okay.
On the 6, I rolled a 5.
5.
And
Okay.
on the 8, I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Oh no. Is that... I haven't used this dice in that many times, so I'm just making sure that... Okay, no. Yeah, okay, on the 10, I rolled a 1.
Okay.
I was making sure that that wasn't a 7.
Mm,
That I saw the 7, and I'm like, no, that's a 7.
I got you. All right. So what you're gonna do in the ultimately, so your effect, what you want to do is, it's sort of Yahtzee rules. So like a 2 of a kind is a feted meal, a 3 of a kind is a simple meal, and there's 4 of a kind, full house, small straight, large straight, 5 of a kind, and that 20 doesn't count because you didn't roll a d20. So basically, you're gonna have you're a trained chef. You're
Mhm.
using cookware, and you're being assisted by someone competent. So you can re-roll any of the dices that you've rolled. You can re-roll it 3 times, and you can try and get some sort of match. So I think, like with your 1, 2, 5, 4, if you could manage to get like a 3
A
instead of
3
a
on the
1,
D6.
you would
Or-
get a I think that's a small straight.
Yeah, so either re-roll the 1 or the 5
Yes.
and try for a 3.
Yeah, and you get 3 tries.
Okay, I'm gonna do D6. It rolled a 5 again. Alright, one more time. It rolled a 2, so that's
That would be a 2 of a kind, at least.
2 of a kind.
Alright, you get one more attempt.
Alright, we're just gonna try the D6 again and just hope for a 3. Is this a bad idea? Probably.
Fingers are crossed.
It was a 6.
Oh.
So I got 1, 2, 4, 6.
1, 2, 4, 6.
So that's
That's
nothing. It's an
okay.
inedible meal. That's damage to all eaters.
Alright, you make, so the
Oh, God.
amount of
Oh,
rations you
no.
make is the median. So that would be, 3. So you make,
Oh,
I would say you make 15 kalashis that look
Oh.
absolutely disgusting.
oh no.
um,
Oh no.
so it's a Dipper pats you on the back with his tail and said, "It's okay. The first batch always comes out pretty bad. We could try again."
Yeah, let's try again.
So, let me 3. All right. Sorry, I had to make a. So that would be grains, sweets. I had to come up with a kind of an inventory real quick. So you've lost 1 unit of flour, sugar, milk, and berry. So you now have, you only have 1 unit of milk left, But you have 2 units of flour, 2 units of sugar, 3 units of egg, 7 units of berries, and 3 units of fish. So what would
Okay.
you, so what would you like to try and make now?
Um. Hmm. What? I forget. What else did they sell? I don't remember what else they sold.
I mean, you could make kolaches again. You could make there's like honey rolls, which is like a cinnamon roll, but it's
Oh.
not, instead of cinnamon, it's like a honey. Duh.
Let's do a honey roll.
Okay. So what would you put in your honey roll of the 6 kind of options there? It's probably going to be similar to what you just did.
Yeah.
Although, yeah.
I don't know what goes in them. I
You have to read a recipe book next time. That's
yeah.
the homework is to learn. I mean, you don't have to,
I need to actually learn. I
You
didn't
need to
expect
make
becoming
it-
a chef in D&D required me to actually learn how to cook. I will do research for next time.
Don't worry about it. You can just for desserts. I think it's pretty well D4, D6, D8, D10.
Hmm.
Only if you wanted to make like a fish kolache would you go into D12.
Right. Yeah, we're just gonna. Woo! Okay. On all but the D6, I rolled a 3.
Oh, that's very good.
All right, so we're just
What
gonna
is-
reroll that D6.
What did you roll on the D6, just for my notes?
It was a 1.
Okay. All right. Yes. So, 3 retries.
It was a 1 again. I don't know why every time the first time I roll it's the same thing again. Hey!
Yahtzee.
It's a 3.
Ooh, that is a 4 of a kind.
Yippee.
All right. So
I did it.
Yeah, you did. That's awesome. So I don't know Yahtzee rules. Can you claim a full house if you? No, you can't claim a full house if you don't have 5. I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 4 of a kind. So you are able to 3, 6, 9, 12. You make 12 times 5. You make 60 beautiful golden brown honey rolls. Dipper's eyes are completely lit up. He's ecstatic. Look, we did that.
We did it.
Can you help me put it out on the display case?
Yeah.
Right now it's probably around 6:30, so it's pretty close to opening time.
Or we'll help put it out in the display. There a roll for that?
No, there's not a role for that.
Okay.
It's just the love of roleplay.
Yeah. Or helps arrange. Puts one in one spot. And then. What's their name again? Dipper?
Dipper.
Yeah, it's like Carl puts it in one spot, and Dipper comes over and it's just like, and then like adjust it a little bit, just like, well, you kind of want to do that, and I'm like, oh, okay, got it.
Dipper says, "Man, I can't wait until I can have arms.
Oh,
I'm gonna be such a good chef once I get arms."
yeah, you'll be the best.
All right, you can have. I think if you want to make one more thing, you could.
Okay, would it be the same dice?
If you want to make the same thing, yes.
Let's I guess let's do a meat one, a
I've-
savory one.
Okay.
Would I just add a D12? Or would I
Uh,
take something out and add a D12?
hold on, let me update the inventory. Yeah, so you would, instead of, so describe what you would like to make. What vibe are you feeling?
Let's do like like a savory kolache, a meat one.
That'd be fun. All right, so yeah, you would have, at the very least, a D12 and a D6, and probably, if you want to add vegetables, you could add a D8, and if you wanted to spice it up, you could add a D4. You are out of dairy, so you wouldn't have any. This would just be a non-milk dough, a non-enriched dough. Not that that
Okay.
particularly matters.
So I would be roll the same except no D10.
Yeah, you'd roll a
And plus a
D12 instead
D12.
of a D10.
Got it. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. On the D4, got a 3. On the D6, got a 3. On the D8, I rolled an 8. On the D12, I rolled an 11.
All right, you get 3 retries.
I'm going to keep the 3s, and then we're going to re-roll these 2, and hopefully...
Are you doing both of them together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's off. So does re-rolling 2 at the same time count as 2?
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So yeah. We're gonna... Okay, so the D8 rolled a 4 and the D12 rolled a 10. I'm gonna re-roll the D12 to see if I could get a 4 to get to the double 2 of a kind. Or I guess this would be the closest I can get to a full house, or whatever that means.
Yeah. It's up to you.
Alright. And it's an 8. Okay. So it's a 2 of a kind.
All right.
For the 3.
All right. Your fish cakes, your little fish kolaches, they do smell a little funny, but they are golden brown, so maybe they're okay.
Yeah, something.
Carl gives everyone in Taisha in Trinity Port food poisoning. Yeah, I would say it's definitely a little stinky. You may feel worried about putting those out.
Oh. Well, shoot.
What was your final roll, by the way?
3, 3, 4, 8.
If you try one of the fish things, I'll roll a dice, and if you're lucky, I'll make it just taste nasty. But if you're unlucky, I'm going to poison you.
Okay. So what do I roll?
You don't have to roll anything. You just have to
Oh.
confirm if you want to do that or if you just want to throw them away.
Carl will taste one.
All right.
Just to see.
I'm going to just roll nothing, no specific thing. 4.
Oh.
Yeah, you get poisoned.
Oops.
You're not feeling so hot.
Ooh. Okay.
Which one of these is poison? Hopefully it's that one. Alright, Carl gains the poison status effect. His tummy's not feeling so good.
Ow.
Are you
That's
okay?
making
Are
the
you okay,
Minecraft
Chef?
sound. I'll be okay in a bit.
All right. I won't knock down your HP too much, but I will. If you get into battle, it will affect you. If after, I mean, it'll be like after a little bit, I'll heal it. It's like a tummy ache. All right. So
Carlos just lays on the floor for a little bit.
it's about at 7 a.m. Dipper hops over and flips the sign, turns on the lights. A few special customers come in. The honey cakes are. I assume you tell Dipper that the fish are not good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not sure we should sell the fish one either.
Man, we are just not don't have the best of luck with these kawashi, do we?
No, it seems no.
We'll get them one day.
Mm-hmm.
He's very optimistic, even though he's made kawashi twice and they've both been very, very gross. At least we got these honey cakes. I think this should
Yeah.
help us through a whole day. You have are you very familiar with the front of the house, Carl? Chef Carl?
I mean, I used to do front of house. It's been a while,
That's okay. It is.
but I could figure it out.
I can't do much, but I can do front of the house if you want to take a rest. Dipper also doesn't know that you were caught on fire basically last night.
Oh yeah. Well, he's fine.
Alright.
It's not the first time. It will not be the last.
Alright. Some customers come in. They eat the honey cakes happily. They send their compliments to the chefs, which makes Dippler very happy.
Yeah.
Chefing complete.
The
Probably to my other players so they don't fall asleep. It's your time to shine.
Carl is at work. You all can do other things.
I still have broken bones. I'm not going to be shining too bright.
Yeah, I like that phrase, not shining too bright. So... Oh, sorry, I just healed you. That wasn't intentional. No more get your injuries back in there.
Oh, I've been touched by the hand of God.
Take it away.
Where are the injuries in the stupid character sheet? Injuries. How many injuries did you have?
0.
I think it was
had
definitely
2.
1. Oh, it's 1
2.
now because you would have healed after your rest.
Oh, is that actually how it works? You 1 per rest?
Maybe. I'm a little iffy on my lore for injuries. Hold on. Dealing with injuries. For each injury, a Pokemon reduced by 1/10. See the resting section, page 252. Resting. Alright, sleep and extended rest can help. For the first 8 hours of rest each day, 1/16 HP. I lied. If a Pokemon or trainer has an injury, they can go naturally heal from a single injury if they go 24 hours without gaining any new injuries. You can also remove an injury as an extended action by draining 2 AP.
I can just will myself to heal.
Yes.
Alright.
Hold on. This feels weird. Let me reread this.
How does AP come back again?
I think it comes back at the end of each scene. I don't know. I'm gonna say I want this to be hard. You have to go 24 hours without getting another injury.
Okay, that checks out.
All right. You say you've. I think that's more fun. Or I guess you can talk to Krim too if you want. Everett. All right, you've got your 2 injuries back.
Ow. Touched by the hand god. And smited.
You had a really great sleep, but you woke up and you're still broken. Oh, there it is. Drained AP is fixed by an extended rest, which you guys have definitely not had, or unless you have, I don't know. So that leads to my next question: how long do you guys want to sleep for?
8 to 10 hours.
8 to 10 hours.
Sounds nice.
All right, so that would be. I don't. Everett, do you have any particular not wanting to do that moment?
Everett's internal clock would probably wake him up anytime before 9:30 a.m.
All right. So 3 plus 8, 11 a.m. So, Everett, you wake up at about, I'll say 10 a.m. You had a rough night. What would you like to do before the rest of the party wakes up?
Everett is going to probably head downstairs and kind of take stock of himself,
Let me
make sure he's got everything with him.
send everyone to the Frosty Lass. All right. When you walk downstairs, you notice Jeanette, who also has a Sprite. Should I show the Sprite?
I think so.
Yes, but my token is on the second floor.
What did you do that for? Well, come down.
Not all good. That's all good.
You're good? Pinky
I don't know how to
promise?
use my eyes. It's fine.
Hold on. Are you sure you good? Do you want? I can send you to the second floor, and you can walk down. Oh yeah, you're good. You're moving around.
Yeah.
All right. Where the heck? Hospitality. Jeanette. View character artwork. Oh, that didn't show up for stream, I guess. Okay. Jeanette looks up from wiping the glasses and she looks like she was a little bit troubled, but she puts on a smile when Everett walks down and waves and goes, "Morning."
He kind of nods, but kind of approaches as she looks troubled.
You doing all right, Everett?
He kind of just like rubs his eyes. All right, enough.
Did y'all have a late night? It's not like you guys to sleep so late.
He nods.
Were you out doing amazing things?
Well, saving the life of Pritchett.
She looks interested, but she also she unfolds a newspaper, not the Trinity Star, a different newspaper, the Gulch, and she points to a pic. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a picture, an article talking about your exploits. Famous already? Isn't that something?
Looks at it. He looks at it and kind of rubs an eye with a paw.
Well, I guess don't let the fame get to your head, she says in sort of a teasing manner before putting the newspaper away. Can I get you something?
Got any coffee?
I could probably whip something up. She walks over to... I guess, how would they have made coffee back in the 1800s? Kettle?
Metal can, probably.
Yeah, kettle.
Like a Turkish or Greek coffee.
Yeah, she sets up a little candle and a little pot of water with coffee grounds in it, and then goes back to you. So, I did want to tell you guys something. I was hopeful the rest of the party would be here, but I just wanted to say I, I won't be able to come back to the Frosty Glass for a little bit. It's just, I'm spending all my. I mean, I'm acting like Clive is not here, but I need a paycheck, so I've taken a job at another bar in town. So I just wanted to let
He
you know,
nods.
y'all can stay here, but I won't be able to make anything for you. And the whatever is here is just it's going to be that. There's not going to be any new shipments.
Well, I'll be sure to lock the place up when it's our time to leave too.
I appreciate it. Hopefully, hopefully things get better pretty soon. And I'd say by now, for narrative purposes, at around this time, Pascal and Bill are up as well. Or, never mind, actually. Jeanette continues and says, they have called an emergency meeting at town hall earlier today. She pulls.
Cocks an eyebrow.
She pulls open the newspaper and unfolds it to a bigger article on the bottom half. After your exploits, 3 Union members attacked. One of them dead, 2 of them in hiding. Well, I guess 3 of them in hiding. They've called a meeting to get to the bottom of this. I just wanted to let you know. The town is abuzz. I think your Weasel friend is probably over there, I would imagine.
He looks at the article. He kind of like quickly does a skim.
Yeah. So the article, it says, at around 6 a.m., the mayor Herbert Hatstack called an emergency meeting with his 10 unit members to discuss the ongoing issue with the attacks and to propose solutions. All right. Now by this time, Pascal and Bill are awake and rested, although Pascal still is a little limpy. Well, good morning, everyone, Jeanette says to you two as you hobble in. Where are you, Bill?
What do you mean? Where am I?
Oh, you're behind the bar.
Oh yeah, I snuck behind the bar because I want to Firefox work, please. There we go. I want to anachronistically create the Frappuccino.
Okay, what is in a frappuccino?
Coffee and milk and ice.
Isn't that just a latte?
Yeah, but you like puree it so that the ice is like a milkshake.
All right, you. By this time, Everett will have gotten his cup of coffee. It's not, it's not like something you'd get today where it's all smooth out. It's basically water with coffee grounds inside of it still.
Should we tell him that the Frappuccino wasn't invented until 1995?
Well, he said anachronistically. It's okay. I'm gonna make him work for it.
Yeah.
Was it really not invented until 1995?
Yeah.
It seems like it would be so easy.
Relatively speaking, but it's not like they had very much to go off of.
Because a Frappuccino is coffee with ice, syrup, and yeah, stuff.
That's alright. Alright, Everett's enjoying his coffee. Jeanette looks at Pascal and says, "Can I get you anything?" Kind of while she's trying to nudge Bill out from behind the counter.
Bill is going to tell her that he's trying to make some sort of magic beverage with coffee in it, but it tastes good.
Do you know how to make coffee?
No.
Do you
But
want
it
me to
looks
make?
easy enough when other people do it.
Do you want me to make you a coffee, dear?
Sure.
Okay. She sets up the pot with some coffee stuff. And you, she says, looking at Pascal.
Can you get me a word with God?
I'm fresh out of that, sweetie. Sorry.
Suppose a tea will do.
Okay. I mean, there is church if you want to go that way, she says as she fishes underneath the counter for some loose leaf tea. She can only make one brewed beverage at a time, so you'll have to wait a little bit. You certainly look beat up, though. What happened?
I fell.
You fell. Did it have anything to do with the printing press last night?
Yes.
Would I be allowed to combine my water gun and fire fang to shoot boiling water?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make another cup of boiling water for the tea then.
I didn't know you knew water gun, Jeanette said with surprise.
Only for the day.
Y'all are some strange folk.
Just a bird.
You have a lovely
Eric,
accent, though.
Ever just kind of looks quizzically.
While your coffee and tea are brewing, Jeanette relays to you as well the news of what's happening at the city hall. And then afterwards, she gives the coffee to Bill and the tea to Pascal. Do you want me to maybe put a little something special in that for you, Pascal?
I certainly wouldn't complain.
Hold on.
He does not inquire what the special is.
I'm looking up a recipe.
Irish whiskey.
She pours a tiny little bit of... oh, you're going to hate me for this IRL, I'm sorry. Or maybe not, I don't know. She puts a little bit of silver tequila in your tea.
Is the right kind of tea? Yeah, I can see it.
I had to look up the recipe for a Long Island iced tea.
There's no tea in a Long Island iced tea.
That's fine. It's tea adjacent, which means it would go good with a tea.
It's tea adjacent only in that it's the same color.
Yeah. I could have picked rum, but tequila seems more in character for the campaign.
Probably.
Right. It's not enough to make you drunk, but it's maybe enough to help you not feel the effects of your injuries so bad.
That's well less medicine right there.
Indeed. All right, Bill. Are you continuing your escapades into a frappe?
He is, in fact. I'm gonna put obscene amounts of milk and sugar and possibly a little bit of alcohol in it for flavor.
Bill
And then I'm
drinking
gonna
alcohol?
ask Jeanette if she knows any ice-type moves.
In response, she grabs your cup and makes her hand extremely cold, and then returns
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna stir it really fast while she does this.
What on earth are you making, child?
I'm not entirely sure, but it's gonna taste better than regular coffee.
Yeah, I guess so. She prefers her coffee black, so she doesn't feel the sentiment. But the customer is always right. I'm pretty sure that's the last of our milk, though.
I'll like go find milk somewhere else tomorrow if I need to, I guess. The bakery probably has some.
And I will also not be here tomorrow, so you will need to find ice from another source.
Shame that my sketch doesn't come back until tomorrow.
You're scared? Oh, never mind. Alright. What are you guys planning on doing today? Do you know where Carl is?
Do I know what
He got a new job.
I think you guys all overheard, except maybe Everett, that he has a new job at Jollibee's. Do you share this information?
I thought that he'd like made the deal when we were all there that he got the new job.
He did. He did, but Everett left the room.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Halfway through.
Yeah, because
so I don't think I heard
was
it.
after the paper was eaten.
Okay, yeah. I'll tell her that he got a new job.
Okay.
He needs the dough. And that's probably the last time I'll be able to make this joke for this campaign without it getting old.
No, I think you should just keep doing it.
Once per session, I can
Repeatedly.
make the joke.
Eventually, I'm gonna, I guess, stop making bakeries for you guys. Well, I'll be. She'll say, well, good for him, working at Jollibee's. That's a mighty fine place. He's not much for pastry though, so hopefully he doesn't accidentally poison everyone in the town.
The apple will teach him how to do that, probably.
The apple.
Or
The
the
watermelon. Alright. So the day is yours.
Except if you're Carl.
Except if you're Carl. Well,
How long is Carl at work for?
Carl's probably going to be at work until about lunchtime. So, but if you guys wanted to go, like, steal him away, Dipper probably wouldn't mind. All the chefing is done. It's just front of house stuff.
I mean, Carl would probably be like watching to like see how Dipper runs front of house, just to like get an idea of like what it would be if he had, in case they got busy for whatever reason, and like
That's
he needed to hop in and help.
Yeah. Yep. It's a pretty. Luckily, it's definitely not a very popular business by intention. It's mostly just making sure everyone feels happy, making light conversation, grabbing the desserts, taking their change, making change, all that good stuff. So that's fun. I hope your tummy is probably feeling better by now too.
Yippee!
Does this token have your poison status on it? Oh, I hacked up. Status effect. I don't know if that worked. I'll just go from here. Alright. Okay, the day is yours truly now. Is there anything else you guys want to do here?
Before we leave the building, do we have a list of the other union leaders who hadn't been checked up on yet?
So there should be a journal entry called the union members, which I haven't updated, so let me update that.
When I say we, I mean we as characters and not as players.
Yes, you do. I've told it to you in character a few times. You may not like.
Okay.
I mean, I would say you know by now.
Because I think it would probably be a good idea just to like go and check up on them, make sure that nothing's happened that we didn't hear about yet.
Well, do keep in mind that all of the union leaders are at the an emergency meeting. So if you wanted to do that, the best bet would probably be to go to town hall.
That seems like a good idea.
All right. Let me take us all to the main page. Anything else you guys want to do? Now is the time.
No, I've got nothing.
Maybe if I didn't have. I don't know, does it ever specify what is injured? Or is it just.
So it is up to GM's. It's up to me to decide kind of how you want to do it in character. I would say that your back hurts like hell, and you've got a slight limp.
Okay, my back and my leg. Okay.
So you look even more like a crusty sailor than usual.
Downright hobbling.
Bro needs a peg leg.
What hat is Pascal wearing today?
That is a good question. Pascal, what hat are you wearing today? I did not make. I promised a macro for random hats, but I did not deliver on that promise.
Oh no. I have I have semi done that in that I have Wikipedia list of hat styles and a random number generator.
Hell yeah.
I'm wearing a chef's hat,
Aw.
which I wonder where I got that.
You've been in Carl's things.
Does Carl have more than one chef's hat?
Presumably.
Is it, how big is it, and is it burned?
I don't know.
Alright. Your hat has been noted.
Hat noted.
That was fun. That was a very easy effect to think of. Alright, so you guys head over towards the town hall?
As it stands.
Yes, chef or no chef will suffice.
Yes, chef.
Alright. You have... I need to clean up our sketches a little bit. Let me... Here we go. Let me pick a nice color, too. I'm on black right now. What's a good color? Green?
Green is a good color.
It's green. Green is the
Bill
color.
approves.
Alright. So, you'll walk down the street over here onto the main thoroughfare. Down the road, passing folks going about their business, passing the streetcar. Ding ding! Over here to where you're very close to the beach. And then right here is where the town hall is. Beautiful view of the ocean. There are some folks along the beach promenading or otherwise swimming. You can hear off in the distance the gentle tune of the dock with the roller coaster and carousel on it. In front of town hall, you see a large crowd of people all clamoring, yelling and pushing at each other. And then above them all, you see Archie with his tails spinning and hovering above the rest of the crowd. What do you guys do?
I didn't know he could do that.
That is
No idea.
that is apparently a canon Weasel behavior.
Interesting. Weasel fact.
A Weasel. That's a fresh Weasel fact for you guys.
Hot off the presses.
Where's the here it is. Hover by anyone. Okay, I don't understand these token controls. So that's it's still not working. For Crim, when I update the prototype token, there's assign token and there's update token. Do you know what is the difference?
If you assign the token, you currently assign whatever the token is to the character sheet that you're associated with it. If you update token, you change the current token to whatever the character sheet already has.
Character sheet already has. Okay.
It is confusing to me.
That's, yeah. I'll just click the button that I always click, and now Archie has a name a few months over him. Let me show Archie's character sheet. He has a shirt now.
What a
Whoa.
friend. He has glasses, too.
Very lawyerly of him.
He's such a lawyer. He's got a business card.
I'm proud of him.
Archie flies over to you guys. Good morning, y'all, he says. He looks a little troubled, but also a little excited by the happenings. Did y'all hear what they were gonna do?
You do what?
The Union. They've been talking and debating all evening. They can't even, or all morning. They can't even fit all the people who want to watch in the town hall anymore. So we've just kind of got a guy who comes out every so often. But they're saying that they want to dissolve the Unionate.
Huh?
It's like a bad idea.
Well, they're saying, there's so much turmoil every time one of these Union members are attacked, and this is definitely a targeted attack. So maybe it would be better to just put all the power with the mayor for the time being. I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess what can I do?
Whose idea was this?
He takes a quick look above, and then he comes back. Well, I guess I couldn't say for sure. They're saying that it was shit. Why can I not remember names?
The mayor? Yeah.
No, actually no. It was Morgan's idea. Head of the railroad union. You think something? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I've never seen someone in a position of power willingly give it up. I don't know if he made that decision on his own.
At around this time, three figures would I guess police would first kind of start barking and shoving people out of the way to make room in front of the town hall, where a group of figures will come out onto the patio, or kind of what is the term for like the stoop, but like a fancier word for stoop.
Veranda, maybe?
Yeah, that sounds good. In the middle, you see this guy who's... Hold on. I don't have his name set to pop up because I'm a terrible DM. Identity hovered by anyone. Update token. Woo. The mayor himself. Ringed by various union members, of whom I only have a few sprites, but I will pull up as many as I can. First, making sure that they are set up to display when you hover over their name. Token. And the other one. Always wrong. you do notice among those, there's of course Clive is not there, Jolly is not there, and Pritchett is there, but heavily bandaged, and looks like she probably shouldn't be there. Should I show off these sprites? Alright, this is the mayor.
My God.
So many hats.
Dude, I'm proud of the sprite. He
Very
looks so
good sprite.
he looks so mayoral. He is a Dracloak.
Yeah, 4 hats.
Dracloak.
Technically 5 if you count the little guy on his head.
You know, he only has 4 hats.
Oh, he only has it on one ear, not on both ears.
Yeah. So let me. What happens if I stack this? So to his left, you will see. Shoot, I do not know my shortcuts. View character artwork. Show players. This is Morgan, head of the railroad union. And to the mayor's right, you will see Moody, the head of the Bankers Guild. Alright, let me close all these for the camera. And the mayor will clear his throat, and without a mic, well, they wouldn't have had a microphone in the 1880s, right?
No.
You're
they
gonna
have
have
to
like the
just
weird
big
cone
cone.
ones that you shout through.
He would have a big cone. He would absolutely have a big cone, and he would announce to the public. He'd say, "My dear citizens of Trinity Port Bank, a crisis unlike any we've seen before befalls us. Jameson has been murdered. Clive, our beloved hospitality member, has been forced into hiding, as is Jolly. Pritchett herself," and he indicates with an arm, "was attacked last night at her printing press, which was almost burned to the ground. Drastic times have come to us, and as such, drastic action has been agreed upon by all the union members to temporarily disband the unit entirely. The heads will remain as in an advisory capacity, but they will not have the power that they had before." Morgan,
Are we allowed to object to this? I'm gonna ask Archie. I think we should object to this.
I mean, Archie would say, you could shout something.
I'm gonna shout, "I object."
How loud are you?
Probably not
That's pretty
particularly loud.
quiet.
And I am also short.
Roll. Can I make you roll something for this? Command. Yeah, roll command.
Okay.
Thank God Krim knows this system. 13, that's pretty solid. The mayor kind of breaks off from his prepared speech and looks around at the crowd, kind of squinting like, "Did someone say something?" And the crowd kind of looks... the crowd definitely closest to you looks at you. The rest kind of don't know where to look. The floor is yours, Scraffa.
I said I object.
You object? What power do you have?
That I'm standing out here and yelling loud enough.
He raises his eyebrows and floats over towards you. It says, "Well, I always do my best to listen to my constituents. So go ahead, tell me your thoughts.
If we can actually find out who is forcing these attacks, that'd be a better idea than just making everybody quit for a while.
The mayor thinks that over for a little bit. He says, "Well, of course it is within our best interest to find the culprit at large, but can you ask the 7 remaining union members to risk themselves like this? If they need to hide, then how can they do their jobs effectively in the first place?"
Well, we don't know that you're going to give the power back afterwards anyways, so they're already risking themselves. I've never met this guy before. I don't even live here. I don't know if he knows that I don't live here.
He doesn't know that you don't live here. I mean, he would assume that you do live here. Unless you explicitly say that you don't live here.
I'm not explicitly saying I don't live here, but I don't live here.
Are you insinuating something, young man?
Just that it's never a great idea to trust people in authority who try to push for more power.
Well, believe it or not, I'm not pushing for more power. I was not a fan of this, but it is not my choice. It is the union members' choice.
I'm going to ask the crowd if anybody else is trusting what he says.
There would be some objection to
Uh, Mayor Herbert, while certainly not the most amazing mayor, has also not really given them a reason to he's a pretty solid mayor. Some of them may nod their head, some of them may shake their head. And another person in the crowd will say, he's got a point. What in the law, is there something to make sure that the power gets back to you? And the mayor will respond, there is a clause in the bill that we've just drafted up, which he will hold up with his hand.
Hey, Pascal, go eat it.
What?
Go eat it.
Are you actually saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Are you whispering it?
I will whisper it.
Okay, make a I'll have to make you make a check.
Stealth, I love those.
Would it be a stealth check? Hold on. I always forget the skills. I need to. Maybe Ferris, you need to punch me until I memorize all the skills. Skills.
I know all the skills.
You know all the skills?
No.
Oh, do you know any skills? Roll guile.
Me?
No,
Or Bill?
Bill. And you roll perception.
Guile, okay.
How dare you be so guileful?
Oh.
You do whisper it, and the mayor does not hear you, but unfortunately the crowd is murmuring so loud that Pascal also does not hear you.
Oh, okay. Maybe he'll just go eat it on his own still. I don't know.
Pascal, do you feel the inclination?
No. No, I do not.
You're the Frenchman inside of you is not revolting.
Everett will chime in. I have to force myself for this. If I may, Mayor. These people in the Union, they were in power for a reason. Those who would seek to out them in whatever fashion would already know their names just from the fact that they were, not are, a Union leader. What is to say that they don't target them again, even while they're not part of the Union leaders?
The mayor would mull that over and say, "That is a very fair point. Do you have a suggestion, Master Evie?"
No, I don't. My accents are mixing up. Oh God, hold on.
It's okay. Insert Western accent here.
But it's a thought to ponder over. I'm sure that you've already signed your paperwork and whatnot, but to those that are, and perhaps were, a union leader, would still be best to watch yourselves, just in case. I don't mean that anything menacingly, I just mean it for the safety of everyone.
Oh, I should roll something because I could make him interpret that as a threat. All right, he doesn't think you're a threat.
Everett has a fucking med pack on his side.
That does not mean that cops will not think you're a threat.
That is true.
But we're not living in the USA. We're living in whatever
Taisha.
Yeah.
Where there's corruption, it's
Or-
just different.
It's true.
We haven't proved that this mayor is not corrupt.
That is true. The mayor nods to Everett in a acknowledgement of a point well made and says, "You're very true. Our union leaders may still be attacked after this, and we will do our best to make sure we can have folks around to protect them. I'll have a member of each of the police force on each of them at all times. Is that satisfying to you, Master Evie?"
You give a nod.
And to your point, Master Pucciana, the terms in the law that we've signed today dictate that I cannot be in power for more than 3 months before an attempt is made at reforming the union. Is that satisfactory to you, sir?
I guess so. As long as if things get solved sooner, you still give it back.
He doesn't specifically answer that, but he nods at the knowledge of a job well done. And he walks back up to the podium and shakes hands with Morgan, Moody, and all the other present union leaders. And then he starts to go away, but he turns around and comes back and he says, "My people, I assure you, we will find what is happening here, and we will solve it as soon as we can. Anyone is encouraged to come forward to Sheriff Chesterton or any of the police members if they do have something that they want to talk about." And with that, he goes back inside with chatting with Moody and Morgan specifically. The crowd starts to disperse, going on about their day.
Does Pritchett go back into the town hall?
Pritchett does go into the town hall with the others.
Okay. Where's Chesterton? Is he around? Or is he
He is still up on the podium, kind of rocking on his feet, looking very enjoyable, being in charge and sort of important for a change. He knows a lot of press will come to this, and he'll probably be in the newspaper.
Everett will go over to Pascal. Should we tell him about the person going to the bank?
I have a feeling these people are in on it.
I think we should use our new magic badge to do some investigating of our own.
That is true. Pascal has the badge.
Bill also doesn't quite know how it works and just assumes it's a magic badge that lets us do stuff officially.
It's kind of what it is.
as far as I've written, yeah.
He nods to Pascal's declination of action.
I think if there's anyone we should look into first, it's going to be Morgan.
Why is that? Archie would say.
You said he's disbanding the unions with Zedia, right?
That's what I heard, although it's not officially confirmed, I guess.
I've never known someone in a position of power to give it up willingly. I think maybe whoever's been going after the union leaders may have pressured him to bring this up.
That sounds like a reasonable line of thinking. That he'll say. Archie will say.
Ever?
Let me play devil's advocate for a moment. What if they are potentially looking at their own safety? Now, of course, we ain't got one confirmed area of business that is suspicious. But we don't know anything about the railroad.
I mean, if it is about their own safety, that's all the more reason for us to try to figure out who's actually behind it. Because I don't think it's like the low-level criminals that we kicked out at the printing press. There's got to be somebody giving them orders.
Yeah, like the bank folks. The only black guy out.
He kind of just... He looks at the two of you. Kind of just... He doesn't say anything more, he just nods.
Archie says, "What about you, Carl? What do you think?"
Oh, wait, Carl's there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I explicitly said it, but
I assumed this whole time that Carl wasn't there.
Do you think Carl should be there?
Well, what time would this be at? I thought this
Around
was like they
noon.
were leave.
Like around noon.
Okay.
Lunchtime press conference, perfect.
Well,
All the people are on their lunch breaks.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't explicitly lead the party over to pick you up. I just thought it, and I can take the blame for that if you think Carl shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, because I assumed it was like they were leaving the inn and then wound up over here, and Carl maybe Carl got there late, so he doesn't have like the full context.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, probably about half, like, as the mayor is walking back up to the podium, Carl kind of huffs in to meet up with you guys. He sees the flying Bleasel that is the landmark.
So would that have been now, or would that have been?
Yeah. So you would have seen the crowd. You would have seen them. You would have heard the mayor saying something, but maybe not have heard it, like specific words. And then you kind of showed up with the gang as they were closing up, and then Archie would greet you. Oh, Carl, you missed the press conference. Archie says.
Oh. What'd they say? What I missed?
They're dissolving the union while the attacks are happening.
Oh. How would that work? Who's in charge now?
Sorry. The mayor has unilateral control now. Archie would explain.
Oh. He can just do that?
Well, not by himself, of course, but the union leaders, they voted, and I know it's a supermajority to ratify that, so they must have managed to get the votes. You can't
Huh.
just declare it.
Interesting.
As everyone else talks, Everett will sort through his first aid kit, making sure he has all of his stuff. Kind of organize it a little better.
I got you. Everett, you would notice down the street a little bit as you were as the party were talking and you were kind of not paying attention. You would notice a cat-shaped shadow kind of duck down a side street.
Everett would excuse himself.
I am going off script intentionally for my players.
I love going off script.
Pick up his med kit and kind of walk down the side alley.
The alley looks empty, but as you kind of go into the more shadowy area, Adelie drops down. Where is she? Let me see if the token works. Yay. It still says Lightbard.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to give Adelie her name finally. I gotta say, pat on the back for myself for making all the new tokens that I needed for session so far.
Yippee.
I love them. They're very good.
Thanks.
Yeah, you made an extra Archie.
I did. I made a better Archie.
Oh, there's 2 Archies.
Oh yeah, that's okay. That's a different Archie.
Just a normal weasel, not an Archie.
That's Archibald.
Oh. Never mind.
All right. She drops down. She doesn't look like she wants to attack, of course, but she does pause for a minute trying to gather her thoughts. If you want to start the conversation.
As she pauses, he looks her over for injuries.
She seems to not be injured. She might be just very good at hiding her injuries, but she doesn't look injured.
I can't remember. Did she take damage from last battle, or did she...
Let me see. Yes, she did. She's at about 2/3 HP.
Okay. Thanks again for last night.
For what? She says in her accent.
For providing a distraction, I suppose.
She paces a little bit, kind of feeling that the atmosphere is very kind of like a chess game of saying the right thing, with her at least. And she just kind of says, I think I did what I had to.
For some, that's all you can do.
Have you been to the hospital today?
He shakes his head.
Yeah, the hospital?
Yes, that's where Everett took Pritchett last night.
Yes. The medics also took Black Eye and Boone to the hospital as well. Yeah,
They love
yeah.
the years.
I'm sure you could finagle your way in if you had the right amount of guile. But she'll say, your friend wasn't there this morning. The Glammeow. Which is true. You did see her at the town hall meeting.
Was at the meeting, despite what she should have been.
She nods and says, "There's someone else who's not at the hospital anymore."
He raises an eyebrow, and as the gears turn, his other eyebrow raises. And then it kind of relaxes.
Just thought you should know. My master hasn't said there are any more jobs, but I don't know why he's gone. Referring to Black Eye.
He nods slowly.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine, she says, kind of a little haughtily. She is a cat and doesn't like people to know that she might be injured. Which I don't think she has any injuries, but she is tired. How are you?
He kind of sighs, but doesn't say anything more.
I understand that. She turns and kind of hunches down as if to make a leap up to the top of the building that you guys are next to. Giving you one last option if you needed to say something before she departs.
Before she goes, he'll turn away and just say,
"Thank you for all that you've done."
You think maybe she heard what you said, but she doesn't outwardly respond with anything.
He doesn't expect it, and he walks out.
Right? Do you rejoin the party?
Yeah.
Alright. Archie looks towards you questioningly, but doesn't ask the obvious question of where you went. So, Pascal and it sounds like we've got a couple of leads we want to pursue. What do we want to do first?
Bill still wants to go interrogate the two other ones that got taken away from the fire.
All right. Any other thoughts?
Everett wants to check on Pritchett, but if Pritchett's going to be in the meeting for any longer than like 2 minutes or so, then he'll probably just dwell on the idea and do whatever else the party does.
You would see, everything is kind of completed. The only reason that all of the unit members and the mayor went back in was just sort of to mingle. You can see some of the more well-dressed people, like just casually, can walk into the city hall and strike up a conversation if you wanted to.
Everett's not well dressed. He's just dressed.
That is a you decision. If you want to try anyway.
No, if he doesn't see Everett right away, he will not press the topic.
Okay.
And we'll wait for another time.
Oh yeah, Archie will say, suddenly remembering something. So you heard the one of the high judges is back in town, right? You technically would have, because Derek, the ranger you met, said that he was guard duty for one of the high judges.
He nods.
Bo and Red's trials are set for tomorrow. I don't expect you guys to necessarily come to the trial. I just wanted to let you guys know. Well, I won't be really around tomorrow. He looks a little nervous, but also a little confident.
Are visitations welcome?
I mean, the sheriff likes you. I think you guys could go, at least maybe not at the bench, but sit in the crowd and watch.
Everett will nod.
But at the same time, I know this is important too, and in the end, I am the lawyer. I have to argue the case.
I hope that our help was enough to try and garner our defense.
Well, I think we got some good information from Red. And I think we've got enough out of Bo to maybe prove that he wasn't involved. Red's not my problem necessarily. So yeah, I just gotta, convince the judge to put aside any biases, and it should be easy. I think the bigger task is like you said, finding out what's happening around here.
Everett will pat Archie's back with a paw, kind of give him an affirming nod.
Archie will think for a moment on what he said, and he was like, if you guys needed to talk to someone from the railroad, we do happen to have someone pretty conveniently on hand that was in the railroad. That is certainly an option.
Oh, that's right.
I guess it's just a matter of what we want to do first. Bill and Carl, what do you think? What lead first? You guys are tired. I don't mind if you guys. I mean, I don't think anything's gonna happen in the broad daylight. If you guys want to just, I don't know, walk around, snoop around a bit, we can do that too. I'm sure you guys are tired. Do you need supplies? So I am at work, making a slightly more extensive, food-related menu, so you can cook things more frequently.
Okay.
By the way, the mini game that we played with Carl earlier, that is certainly a fun thing that you guys can do at any point. If you guys want to cook, we can play the mini game. Just let me know.
Cool.
Okay.
But you're responsible for getting your ingredients, unless you happen to be in a place with lots of ingredients already.
Got it.
And Carl has the cookware on his back. So yeah, you could get that. So on the item pool, I've added seeds, which I don't know if you've played the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. They're like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 16 seeds, and they all have some effect. If you eat them, it'll do the effect on you, or you can throw them at your opponents too. So that is...
Is that 8 of the good ones and then 8 of the fake ones, or is it 16 good ones and then there's the 16 fake ones we're just ignoring?
It's 16 good ones. It's all the ones from Gen 3.
Okay.
And I didn't make the fake seeds yet, but I will be putting them in there shortly. I typed these out like 20 minutes before session started. But there's also, regular items if you want to get food, bandages, medicine, various travel related goods. I guess you guys haven't really talked about traveling yet, so that's okay. But those are all options at your disposal. Dudes, Ferris, did you eat?
Good question.
Do we need to take a small break?
I mean, I had a big lunch.
Just figured out. I mean, I don't. I mean, I could pee. It's been an hour and 45 minutes, so I wanted to give you guys the option to
Oh,
take a break if you needed to. Everett's on top of the roller coaster. I see his little dot there. Your little mouse was on there. I thought it was cute. All right, the floor is yours. Players can choose what they would like.
Let's see. The party doesn't go anywhere. Oh boy, if the party doesn't go anywhere, then Everett would want to go. Where would he want to go? Oh goodness, excuse me.
Did you yawn or sneeze?
No, I coughed.
Oh,
I don't know if I caught it actually.
I didn't hear it on Discord. That's why I wanted to
Oh,
know
no.
if I needed to say sneeze, bless you, or excuse you.
I will never be excused for my actions.
Squeeze you.
Whoa.
Should I play another piece of music?
What sucks is I need more money so I can get some supplies for making potions and stuff.
Oh, right. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, that's loud. Sorry about that. Shoot. I forgot to put that in my notes. As the crowd is dispersing, a familiar-looking Blastoise comes up to you. It's Washington. To all of you.
Oh, okay.
I did not make a new sprite for Washington, unfortunately. Where is he? Hostat? No. Generic. Friends, railroad, printers, police, hospitality. I had a token for Washington, didn't I?
I thought so.
I've lost it. Oh, it's right there. I didn't put it under anything.
Oh.
He says, "Oh, there you guys are. I was hoping you'd be around." He claps Pascal on the back, good-naturedly, not realizing you're very wounded.
Oh no.
You're looking great.
How do I rotate my token?
How do you...
Control and scroll wheel.
Unfortunately, it's only like big steps, and you can't like set it just the tiniest offset and wait until people notice.
I should get a soundboard with just seagull noises.
Oh my god, we need that.
That'd be a great plan.
That sounds so funny.
If you get one of those, I'll put it on the soundboard as soon as you give it to me. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys this. He kind of tosses a coin purse at... I need a D4. Where's my D4? Oh, there it is. He tosses the coin purse at Pascal. It contains $30.
Yo, we love $30.
You
Yes. That's awesome.
the
For Bill, is $30 a lot of money?
given that you just withdrew $10 with no real concern, it's probably not a significant amount.
Okay.
Actually, no. I wanted to give you guys all make it $50 to be spread
Yes.
appropriately. $50.
Okay. Even with $50, Bill is probably gonna have to pretend that that's a generous amount because he doesn't actually believe it.
Okay.
He is not good with money, and knowing how much money is a lot of money.
That is true. To you, he says the precinct's got they got a special fund for folks who help, help out as a voluntary fire department, so voluntary firemen, so to speak. You guys weren't technically registered last night, but I put your names in anyway. So that's the reward money. Thanks for your
Everett
help.
tips his hat.
Say, you guys doing anything today? He says conversationally. Mr. Washington.
We were just here looking at trying to listen in on the press conference.
Yeah, isn't that something? Granted, I know the Union, it's not that old, but still quite a move, wouldn't you say? And he chuckles.
It's an interesting one, to say the least.
Yeah. Luckily, it's not my problem, I'm a firefighter. We don't have a union. In lore...
Get one.
In lore, the firemen, police, health and sanitation, those are all cabinet positions under the mayor. They're not union leaders. They're state services. Well, anyway, I'm off duty today. I think I might go over to the water district. It's been a while.
What you got going on over there?
Oh, it's just nice to have a little place you can swim around. And it's always super interesting. It's a hot day, too. It's, I don't know, probably creeping up to 90 by this point. 90 Fahrenheit. I think we're all Americans, so I don't know if there was a concern
90
there.
Celsius. Oh.
Bill is too hot in 90 Fahrenheit. He does not like it.
Anyway, I'll see you guys. And he claps, let me roll the dice again. Carl on the shoulder, good-naturedly, before walking away.
Everett looks at Pascal, who has the money pouch.
It's true. Who
Can I
holds
help you?
He doesn't say anything.
Now we're split. Okay.
Okay.
There is, as you count out the money, you notice there's actually 52 poke in there, because that's an even multiple of 4.
Yes.
Alright, everyone add 52 divided by 4 poke.
My headset just died. Oh no.
Oh no.
1 second.
$13. $13 to NASA.
I've got nice $1.50 now. Awesome.
Oh, good job.
I don't remember how to open my character sheet.
I think if you double click on yourself, it's supposed to open it.
There it is. Where did I put money?
Probably in items.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
Money.
Did you put that in your own soundboard?
How many monies did I get?
Oh, no, it's in there. 13. $13 to everyone.
I have temporarily hooked the aux to my headphones.
Hi, Crim.
Hello.
Hi, Crim's Ox.
Aux noises, I guess.
All right, I'll be right back. I got a bio break.
Have fun.
All
Okay.
right, everyone, go eat, go potty, go.
Behave yourselves while I am gone.
Okay.
Thank you, Pascal.
DM, I'd like to roll a perception check to see if I see what I see.
Go ahead. With an 11, you can see what you see.
That's awesome.
It's right there.
Wow.
Do I see what I see?
With a 5,
Wait, what's wrong?
an 8, you can definitely see what you see.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow. Wink. Pascal,
Yeah.
you're a bird. I like the seagull noises. They're funny. You know what else is funny?
What?
Today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
Yes, you were thinking the same joke that I was. We're not actually sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Please don't sue us, YouTube.
Raid Shadow Legends, please sponsor us and give us some money, and we'll pretend like we play your game.
They don't even track that. They track how many people like sign up using the link or the promo code.
Yeah, but like they expect you to put in like the little description of, hey, I play this game and this is the stuff I like about the game. And we can pretend to do that if they sponsor us.
Carl, are you gonna evolve into a fire type?
That would be crazy.
Didn't the card game have like those Delta Pokemon that were different types? I'm pretty sure that's the thing.
I don't play the TCG. Sadly. If Luke were watching this, he'd probably throw hands with me. But I'm already playing 2 different card games, so what do you want from me?
Make it 4 somehow.
Make it 4? You're gonna make me keep moving it up in powers of 2?
Yeah.
No.
Although I don't know how easy it would be to go from 4 to 8. I'm not sure that there are enough card games that are popular.
Well, think about this. What about 8 to 16?
You got to
Oh,
get to
really?
8 before you can get to 16, and I'm not even sure we can do that.
I'm not even got to 4 yet. I have to get to 4 first, and then I can go to 8.
Yeah, that's what we're
Priorities.
working on right now, is going to 4.
Priorities. Anyways, I cast Counterspell.
Anti-magic field, your counter spell.
Oh,
Hello.
hi.
Oh,
I was watching Chopped earlier, and one of the ingredients they had to use was I sent this to Ferris, rainbow mozzarella sticks.
That's awesome.
Oh, I saw
I
a
do
tweet
not think that's
earlier
the thing that I want.
It's
that would.
Go ahead, Carl.
I saw a tweet earlier that was like, if I ever made it on Chopped, I would take all 4 ingredients, put them in a bowl, and put it in the microwave for 30 minutes.
Respectable choice, but also liable to start a fire.
Why would it start a fire?
Because you can't microwave anything for 30 minutes.
That's
how you start fires.
You can microwave anything you want for any amount of time. Whether or not it's successful is the issue.
But
it will. At some point, it starts the fire. That's when it becomes a problem.
But at what point does it start the fire? We can take take bets on the time.
Here's what you do. There's multiple microwaves. You take it out every 10 minutes and move to a different microwave.
Yes. I don't think it's the fact that it is in one microwave that causes it to catch fire.
Carl the chef, everyone. You're gonna love it when it turns into the 1940s and you have a microwave.
Yes.
That when microwaves were invented?
I think. You know, for
it
doing
like a much more recent invention.
For doing a campaign set in the past, I know very little about the past. At the 1933 Chicago World's Fair, Westinghouse demonstrated the cooking of foods between 2 metal plates attached to a shortwave transmitter. When is the first? When is the first commercial microwave though? (1947) is the first commercially available microwave oven. Look at me.
That's awesome.
Made by Raytheon.
Wow.
One of the first commercial microwaves is still on the nuclear-powered passenger cargo ship, the NS Savannah. I didn't know there was a special prefix for nuclear-powered vessels. I like that.
Oh, yeah, NS is nuclear ship.
Yeah, that's fun. Cool. We need some more NSs.
We just need more nuclear power in general.
Oh,
but people are too scared of it.
I'm sure nukes will not be invented at some point during this campaign.
God, I hope not.
That's how you turn from normal Grimers into the rainbow Grimers. Is exposure to nuclear radiation.
All right, are we all here?
Yes.
I think so.
If you're not here, raise your hand.
I'm here.
Carl, are you getting eepy?
A little bit.
How much longer do you think you have left in you? So I can plan accordingly.
I don't know. I will never know.
Okay, that's fair.
Can you estimate more or less than half an hour?
No.
Oh, okay.
Every 5-10 minutes, I'll call out Carl, and eventually they will not respond, and then I'll know session is over.
That's a good way to do it, yeah.
All right. Where we last left off, West Washington plods on down the little thoroughfare here, and he goes off towards the east, leaving you guys to do what you want with your money and your time.
I mean, I'd certainly like to go visit the water.
That would be fun.
I feel like floating around would be good for my back right now.
Archie.
Maybe we could take like one day off from adventures.
Archie is excited at the prospect of going to kind of his home district. You guys will love it. It's complete, like, portion of the city totally underwater. Isn't that something cool?
Is there like a way for those of us who aren't water breathing to breathe under there?
What's your breath holding capability like?
Not very good.
He kind of ribs you for not being able to breathe underwater, but he says, I know some people, don't worry.
Oh, okay, cool. I can breathe water right now, I just can't breathe underwater. And then I'm gonna shoot a water gun at him. Because I don't think I've showed Archie yet, actually.
Who taught you that? He sprays a water back at you.
It was Pascal, and it's only for today.
Oh. I didn't know you were such a good teacher, Pascal.
I'm not.
You gotta have some more confidence.
Oh, did you see that technique? He has no idea what he's doing.
Well, how about you do it and let me see. You 16, that's pretty solid. You have a great technique as you do a nice gentle arc. Do you aim for Archie or for someone else, or just away from everyone?
Considering this kills people, I'm gonna not hit at anyone.
You can say it doesn't kill people, and I will act as if it's not going to cause them any damage.
Alright, then it's at Bill.
Okay. Bill gets splashed with the water after it arcing perfectly over Archie's head.
See, that's much better than the one that I get to do.
I will say, for all intents and purposes, Everett is going to break off of the group as they go to the water district, and he's going to buy his own supplies.
Are you going to be sneaky, stealthy about it, or are you going to say, is this in character or out of character?
This is in character. I mean, he's not going to say anything, but he's not going to be stealthy about it.
So he's not going to say, I will leave you guys in the future and go get supplies. He's just going to leave.
Yeah, he just leaves.
That's so Everett core.
It kind of is.
I mean,
yeah.
Cats don't like water, so I guess that makes sense. Bill is saying that, not me.
That's fair. All right. Is that so? Water district. All right. Archie leads the way. Let me get another color to draw out your route. That's a beautiful color. All right, you walk on down past sort of the main beach. You turn down a side street. Over here, you pass a few little shops, which Everett feel free to break off at any time, until you get right here, where there's a stone staircase that looks like it basically just descends into the water. You can see the shadows in the water of buildings, and you also see a few sticking up. You can sort of see here, like, as if there was like 1 or 2 floors under the water and then like half of a floor above it. But there's no explicit way for you to get to any of those buildings without either diving or swimming. Isn't it beautiful? Archie says. I guess.
Very wet.
Everett, or you're gonna break off perception checks, or you're not being sneaky, so you just walk away.
Yeah.
Okay. I will come back to you in a moment with discussion of supplies. All right. Archie, recognizing his cue, he does a lovely, beautiful swan dive into the water, and disappears for about 10-15 minutes or so. So Everett, actually Carl.
Uh,
Oh, you're still awake. Good. All right, Everett.
Yeah.
What are you in the market for?
So I have realized a fatal flaw. I still do not have a backpack, and therefore I cannot carry anything more than what I have on my person.
That is a very good point.
Shit. Because I've got 4 things on my person.
Do you have enough money for a backpack?
Nope.
Do you want to?
How much for backpacks?
It's 50.
Oh,
Do you want to retcon?
if you would have brought this up, then Bill would give you some extra money to go buy a backpack, as long as he gets to put stuff in it now and then.
We can...
Everett probably wouldn't have even thought about it, honestly.
So you can carry more than your inventory. It just it makes it a little more complex in battle, and you could always like drop off your extra stuff at the hotel, quote unquote, if you wanted to. Or we can retcon history, and you can gather the funds from the other party members.
I will retcon history, but I will not ask for any money. I will just say that Everett does not go to buy supplies.
Okay. It's okay. There are supply places under the water too, if you happen to change your mind. All right, Magpie is trying to climb on my keyboard again.
Good for her.
All right. So the same thing applies. Archie asks if they think it's beautiful, and he does a swan dive into the water. After 15 minutes or so, like another 3 weasels pop out of the water, and they walk over to the party. And oh, thank you, Magpie. They hand 2 items to each party member except for Pascal, who can breathe underwater. There is a diving helmet, like a very old-timey sphere with the netted windows in the front of it, and a rebreather, so you can breathe underwater. And I did do research, and rebreathers were around in the 1880s, which I thought was kind of weird, but cool. Oh.
That is cool.
All right. After the Bingles give their gifts to you, they hop back into the water, but Archie remains, and he walks you, if you don't know how, to put on the helmet and the rebreather.
Cool. Now we can go underwater.
Yeah, you have rented scuba diving equipment that is not yours forever.
Unless we steal it.
Yes, that is true. You could steal it if you wanted to. Archie says, luckily we were able to have some friends who've got some of this stuff lying around. It's definitely some of the more fancy technology. If I wasn't around, you probably would just have to get like some of those diving bells, and he indicates a little stand right next to it with like these giant upside down metal drums with basically a small window at eye level. If you guys know what a diving bell is, it looks exactly like that.
Never heard of one, but it's very interesting.
It's like in Minecraft, if you're underwater and you build like a block and then you remove the block and you have a little hole that you can breathe in.
Yes.
It's basically that, except it's a big metal drum with a little air bubble at the top of it, and you just carry it around. All right, everyone has their helmets and stuff on. Then Archie will not swan dive. He'll walk gently into the water and bubble, 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 bubble down into the city.
Bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble.
Everett will follow with his stuff equipped.
Yeah. Luckily, the helmet and the rebreather are pretty heavy, so you don't float. You stay. You definitely feel lighter, but you don't float, and you walk gently down the stairs.
Buoyant force.
Carl.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Are you ready to swim?
Yeah.
Turtle moment. I wish Carl got like Turtwigs had a breathe underwater ability. Do they not? Do they? I didn't really look.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't.
Dude, can tortoises breathe underwater? I don't know.
Is Turtwig a tortoise?
I think Turtwig is a tortoise because they stay on land all the time.
Tortoises cannot breathe underwater.
Because Turtwig's name is Turtwig, which is turtle twig. Which turtles can breathe underwater. But no, you can swim, but I don't think you can dive like Pascal can.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
He swims.
Swim. Carl, between your cast, right? I assume your cast iron pans, the diving helmet, and just the fact that your Turtwigs are very heavy, aren't they?
Yeah.
You feel at a comfortable weight underwater.
Cool.
All right. The rest of you guys, I assume, follow. We wrote escape on the map. Where are you guys trying to go? Oh, escape. The escape key. That's valid. I thought you guys were gonna try and like break out of the island and go south to the Sugar Islands.
Oh, we can save that for another day, I think. Not today.
Yeah, I think you need a boat for that. I mean, unless you guys can all climb on top of Pascal, maybe you could float over there. But I don't think he wants to go there.
Could Washington like use his shell and carry us?
Yeah, if you asked him. Maybe. And we're able to convince him.
Not today, though.
That's
Today
a
we're,
long.
like,
That's a long
visiting the
distance.
underwater city. We need to meet an albatross because they like fly really long distances and don't land.
Yeah, that would work. There is an albatross Pokemon.
Albatross Pokemon?
Or maybe not. What is that new electric flying type in the Scarlet Violet games?
Oh, Wattrel?
Yeah.
That might be an albatross. I don't know.
That's the closest I think there is to an albatross, unless you want like a Swanna or something. Or you can just like rent a boat.
That seems like a more reasonable solution.
And you guys can, I don't know, enact being pirates or something.
Wattrel is a frigate bird, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Frigate bird.
These things are very cool.
Hell yeah. I like them.
There's Discord.
It's the cool ocean bird.
They apparently inflate themselves.
That's fun. Carl can inflate himself too. All right. Under the water, you see probably about 3 cities blocks worth of what am I trying to say? Buildings. Some peeking above the water, like you saw. Some of them not. You don't see a lot of people like landlubbers walking around down there. It's just you guys in suit. For the sake of story, you can understand what they're shouting. And there's a couple of fishmongers right at the front who wave at you, trying to get your business. Pascal, how do you get in the water? I'm curious.
I don't know. Let's see, how gracefully do I enter the water?
I'd say that's reasonably graceful. I would have only given you like a belly flop if you got like a 2. You, Pascal, you do have breathing underwater ability, right? I'm not about to drown you by accident.
Do I?
I could have sworn I looked it up and that you did.
It should be on your capabilities, I think.
What are you? Wingle. Overland 3, Swim 4, Sky 4. Is Swim the one that is... No, Dive is going underwater. So, yeah, you don't have Dive. So you need... You get a suit too.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, no? I'm surprised. I guess because you can fly, you don't get to dive.
Does the evolution get to dive? I don't know.
Not natively. I think you guys both might be able to learn... Can you guys not learn dive as a move? Huh. That's a shame. Let me double check.
And dive's in one of those weird situations where almost nothing can learn it because it was an HM move.
Probably. Sorry, I'm trying to find... Oh, Swim is moving underwater. So, that means... 1, Pascal, you don't need a suit.
So does that mean that if Bill has a swim capability, he can swim underwater too without a breathing thing?
Maybe I'm looking on the wrong place.
Or do you have to be a water type for that? Maybe, I don't know.
Where is...
I feel like water types should just naturally be able to do it.
Yeah, where is the section on drowning? Oh, it's... You have to have the guild capability to not suffocate in water. So you do all need, what's it called? Suits. Because none of you are guild. Although, I do think for the sake of narrative that Pascal shouldn't need a suit. So I'm going to do that instead.
Does Weasel have that capability?
Yeah, fucking better.
Because Weasel doesn't have gills, but it can swim.
I'm letting Weasel swim without drowning too, because that just makes sense. Good. I'm the DM and I make the rules.
Excellent.
All right, what would you guys like to do in the underwater city?
It's probably hard to eat with the helmet on, isn't it?
That is true, although you would, if you looked around, you would notice that there are some of the buildings that peek out above the water. There'll be restaurants that landlubbers could eat at. You just swim up to the top floor and kind of hang out there. So that is an option.
That was like kind of the touristy restaurant and not the natives restaurant, though.
Yes, that is true. One of the shopkeepers close to the entrance will wave at you, and they'll call out, "Hey, yo, guys!" It is I don't actually have their character. I'm sorry. I can make one really quick for you guys. Actor, Pokemon. Pop out the compendium. Type in their species. Drag it in here. Prototype. Do this up. Here you are. Oh, I didn't give them a name. Crap. Hold on, I swear I know what I'm doing. I need to get that that tool that lets you have token templates. A fish Pokemon beckons you over to their stall, where they have several live fish. And these are actual human fish. Like, what did I write in their notes? Hold on. There's a basket of shrimp. There's flounder, grouper, and way in the back a big old mackerel, all alive, held in place by like a chain around their tail. And the shopkeeper says, "Hey, come over here. You guys are hungry, right?"
Old marketing strategy. Pascal would approve.
What's up, guys? My name is Ray. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Pascal.
You'll notice this lantern has a top hat on their on top of their little dangly light things, but otherwise they're dressed very kind of in a loose Hawaiian shirt that's totally at odds with their top hat.
I like this guy.
You'll just be like, you know, Ray's fish. We're the finest fish. We've got. They're so fresh. They're not even dead yet. Would you like to buy some?
How much for the mackerel?
Oh, that's a special food item. Ding ding. That's one of the D20 things in the food minigame. I can't say I can sell it for anything less than $30, my friend. He beckons at the other 3 landlubbers. Come on, don't be shy. We love landlubbers here. Carl. Carl's gone, I think.
Carl gone. Yeah.
Oh no, Carl's gone.
I'm finding that I can. I don't want to sound cocky, but Carl's little green light kind of flashes in a rhythm when she seems to be asleep.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we'll leave it here, guys.
Yay!
Good session. We
That
made
was a good
progress.
session.
I'm getting out of here with that mackerel one way or another.
I mean, we did just get a bunch of money. We could buy the mackerel if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Everett trying to buy something useful for the party's adventures. Pascal trying to buy a large fish.
You never know.
Everett trying to buy supplies for potions is lower on the priority list than Pascal trying to buy a fucking fish.
It's so
You can't
big.
eat potions, can you?
No, but Everett can apply them.
You wouldn't understand.
I can also make them into patches that you can apply as an extended action.
Yes, but that is still not a food.
Remember, kids. Leave your lidocaine patches on for only 12 hours every 24-hour period. Actually, smiley face.
If I can, real quick, how good looking is this mackerel? Is it a quality mackerel?
It's a beautiful mackerel. I don't know what mackerels look like, so let me find that out for you. I just googled fish in the Gulf of Mexico and then picked the 3 that sounded the best. It's very blue. The stripes are very pronounced and lovely. It's probably at least as long as your wingspan, Pascal.
Excellent.
Did you say what the other fish that they had were?
I did. There's grouper, there's flounder, and there's a basket of shrimp.
Bill
which
much
of course
prefers the idea
bugs.
of getting a grouper to eat compared to the mackerel, personally.
I will say the shrimp and the flounder don't really have any effect except just to be food. Grouper has 1 star, and the king mackerel is a special food item. So it could have some really good effects. Or maybe not. The grouper will have good effects too. Just less good. Got a hankering for fish now. Alright. Anything else, you guys? Sorry, that's what I say at the end of my scrum at work. It feels wrong to say that here.
I mean, basically the same thing, isn't it?
No, because I like being with you guys a lot more than my coworkers.
Oh. Yes.
All right.
Thank you for session, Milo.
Thank you for session.
It was good. Goodbye.
I didn't do session. I wasn't the one that ran session.
Yeah, but without you guys, I would just be talking to myself.
It's very true.
My players would be Magpie and the Tuxedo Cat. And
Maybe
one of those is not alive.
Maybe I should do a one-shot of my campaign for you guys.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Do some traditional Pathfinder D&D world.
Yes.
Am I gonna have to learn Pathfinder 1 for this?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, going down the tubes. What can I do better? What can I do worse?
There's a lot of things you could do worse.
Yeah? Like what?
Most of it.
Yeah, it could be like, yeah, session is again tomorrow at 3 a.m.
3 a.m.? Oh boy, 3 a.m.
You could have said that I wasn't allowed to object to the mayor taking over the city.
No, that would have been fun.
That would have been worse.
Yeah, that would have been worse.
And I'm just saying, Everett made his peace. A little more than what I wanted him to make his peace for, but Everett made his peace.
Oh, you guys are sweet.
I find that I talk more as Everett than I really want to.
I understand.
It's meant to be this quiet chap.
We're breaking you out of your shell. That's right. Anything I can improve upon?
You can improve upon cannot think of anything at this time.
Well, that's very kind of you to say. I enjoyed the session a lot, actually. Surprisingly a lot. Maybe just because it was casual. More casual.
Very good today.
I promise I will not make you guys fight in the middle of the night anymore. Or at least for, like... I'll give you one full night's rest at least.
I do it to my players a lot. They hate it.
It's just such a good plot point. Oh, it's 2 a.m. Oh, the building's on fire.
It is a good plot point.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta have it make a plot point. Anyhow, I must go for now. I must rest.
Go rest.
Go
Become
rest.
unsick, hopefully.
Yeah, heal yourselves.
I will attempt to.
You gotta. No attempt, you gotta.
Do or do not. There is no
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Everyone say goodbye to the stream.
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
stream. For watching. Hope you have a good night or day or afternoon or whatever time of day it is that you're watching the stream. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.